we about to swerve. Next thing I know, it's like crazy. Like we just see all these people running, like fat chicks, old ladies. Like I'm talking about moving. You know what I'm saying? Like old people even move. I'm talking about moving. So my girl, she like, what's going on? Like fuck all that, we out. Like I'm not gonna ask no questions. We just gonna follow the crowd. Next thing you know, real like gunshots start going off. So you know what I'm saying? Like we trying to follow the crowd, get out of there. I look back, no cap, no cap. I look back, it looked like a big ass shadow, but it was solid at the same time, like a few shadows, but they were solid at the same time, and it almost looked like they was coming our direction, like they was chasing us, but they was disappearing and reappearing closer. So I'm like, yo, what? So we start really moving. Next thing you know, we start hearing more gunshots. Like these dudes start firing at this shit. Get outside, mad police, all that. You know what I'm saying? The police is like trying to get all the people that ran out the mall. They like trying to detain these people, whatever. But me and my girl, we ended up just sliding past all that and everything like that. But a lot of people saying, why didn't nobody film and all that? When that type of shit is going on, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that, like some paranormal, nobody thinking about no phone.
People are claiming that 10-foot tall gray giants showed up at a mall in Miami, and that's the real reason why over 100 cop cars showed up outside the mall. The official reason for why they showed up, they say, is because some 20 kids were fighting each other with sticks, but there are so many different people with different stories, so I'm not really sure what's going on here, but I did see something interesting. Now I'm starting to think that there actually were giants there, because this person right here is significantly taller than all the cop cars. Now today, this tweet is going viral because this guy is saying that the government is lying. He was at the mall and there were no kids fighting. Everyone started panicking because these gray creatures were walking around. They didn't make any noises and they just stared and watched you move. And he said he tried to take a video, but he couldn't because, I don't know. I read more and he said it was because of some kind of disturbance with all their technology that was going on there. The whole area around the mall got shut down. A bunch of the houses lost power for the whole night. And the police scanner was also shut down as well. No one knew what was going on. And I think it's weird. It's been a few days now. There's no news stories and none of the cops have come out to say anything. There's 100 guys there. Also, I saw that there were some black plane or helicopters flying around the scene as well.
That's a large police presence just for kids fighting with sticks and lighting fireworks at a mall. That heavily policed presence was an incident that happened at the Baytown Mall in Miami, in which the mainstream news media is trying to suppress all the reports that are coming out about 10-foot tall creatures or beings that were inside of the mall. And the fireworks that were being heard were truly gunshots. An incident at a Miami shopping mall which resulted in the arrest of 4 teenagers. Yeah, it took 75 plus police officers and helicopters to do that, right? Earlier this week has sparked a spread of bizarre theory on a social media platform which suggested the alleged presence of aliens at the Florida establishment. More than 60 police officers' cars swarmed the Bayside Marketplace in downtown Miami on Monday night to shut down a fight and a group of teenagers. Yeah, they needed the whole police force for that, who were throwing fireworks at each other in an open-air shopping mall. Right. The sheer amount of police deployment to address the incident has raised suspicions, yeah, I would say, among many on social media that the case might have involved more than just teenagers. Some who analyzed footage of the scene outside the Miami Mall on Monday have developed the theory that an alien creature was the real cause of the disturbance. Here's an alleged photo of one of the beings that was caught on camera outside of the marketplace in front of police cruisers. One thing we know is the news media suppresses every bit of information they can to twist and keep their narrative going. Another thing we know is these same giants are the ones who own and run the news media outlets. They're using the word alien to mask and hide the true definition of what these spiritual beings are. These spiritual beings are the Nephilim, the fallen ones, the same ones that were in the time of Noah are right now. But as the days of Noah were, so shall it be at the coming of the Son of Man. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating, drinking, marrying, giving in marriage until the day of Noah entered the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away, so shall it be at the coming of the Son of Man. Whether it was or it wasn't is irrelevant, but the sign of the times are very relevant of the time and the season that we are living in. And truthfully, the only thing that each of you need to be concerned about is getting in that same ark.
I saw this post on X, and it was discussing what is going on in Miami right now. I was at the Miami Mall yesterday, and the government is lying. There were no kids fighting. Everyone started panicking because these gray creatures were walking around. They didn't make any noises or sounds, but stared and watched you move. I tried to take a video, but every time I would try to, it would just bug out. They set a perimeter and wouldn't let anybody out or in unless they went through their photos. We were visited by aliens, and the government is covering it up. They were about 6 to 7 feet tall and walked very slowly. They could turn their head around completely, and it seemed like they could change forms. Like they didn't have any bones and could bend their body in whatever way. No fingers or feet, just arms and legs. They could also seemingly teleport. They weren't walking around normally, but instead disappearing and then quickly reappearing somewhere else. This allowed them to walk through some of the glass displays in the mall and the walls. You couldn't escape if they wanted to kill. But they didn't seem aggressive, nor did they seem like they wanted to kill anybody. It almost seemed like they were lost, but they also weren't scared of the army of police that was all around. They must have felt like they were far superior. They grounded all flights for a period yesterday. They shut down police scanners in Miami area for hours. It wasn't intentional. They had no choice. Whatever these creatures are interfered with electronics. Why is there no video of this quote-unquote fight they're talking about? This was posted earlier, and I cannot verify its authenticity. All I can say is that this looks very similar to what I and others reportedly saw. No fingers or legs, anatomically consistent with a being that glides as opposed to steps. Now with this picture, I don't even know what I'm looking at, if I'm being honest. But this is wild. What a start to 2024. Guys, I think that
I already told y'all, it wasn't no fight. It wasn't none of that. And they just didn't just appear there like they were lost. They were observing, and they were observing. This is foreign to them. Just imagine them not being here for so long, and the last time they were here, how the planet looked. And now they're down here and they're looking and they were observing, and this was a message to the entirety of the human race and those that want to turn a deaf ear and a blind eye to reality. This is exactly what this was. This was a clear message and a warning. We are here, and it's nothing you can do to stop us. Thank you, Hocus, for Hocus 4/5 for sharing this video right here. But again, like I said, it is what it is. It's nothing that they're going to do. And I told y'all right after the winter solstice going into 2024, it's going to be an increase with our star family, also with the objects in the sky, as well as going to be a increase in what you call red flags or false flag operations on the planet to keep us distracted from what's going on, and the internet is going to go out. This is going to be the year of the first, domino effect of 3 that's going to take place. Call it whatever you want. These beings right here, this is what you call being able to bend light. This is what you call being able to manipulate the energy of the sun. This is what you are when you are a sunbeam. If they wanted to harm you, they could. They were walking around, free will, observing. That's it. But as they were observing, what they were doing is they were sending a message, a clear message. There is nothing you can do to stop us, and we are here now. What do you think? What do What you gonna do now? What's your next move? Nothing. They kept everybody in there. They took their cell phones. There is no video of a fight. There is no video of any shootings. Nothing has been released other than people talking and stating that there were 8 to 10 feet beings that looked majestic or kind of white. And they were very tall, and they were able to shape shift, and they were teleporting. Like I told you, they were blink, flash, and poof right in front of your face. And that spooked the shit out of people. That spooked the same thing the boy do off X-Men with the blue boy with the tail. That's the same thing that he do. That's the same thing that happened. Teleporting. And in the movie Jumpers, where do you think they get this from? So again, my videos are not for, I'm not a teacher. My videos are only for awareness purposes. They're not to cause division. They're only to cause division from ignorance. That's it. My videos are only to divide you from ignorance, and for you to take a look in the mirror at yourself and see the part that you are playing, and that we are in the most amazing time. This is the most amazing time throughout the entirety of the cosmos. So embrace this, my brothers and sisters. Embrace this. Be prepared, but have no fear.